What's going on, everybody? Today, Alex and I are going to be talking about our top 5 childhood snacks that we would still crush today. So it could be things that we still eat right now, or it could be things that, hey, I remember that from back in the day and it was awesome. It's amazing. I haven't had it in X amount of years, but I would still absolutely eat that today. So before we hopped on and started recording, we each wrote down our top 5 in no particular order. So I'm interested to see if we have any carryover here, if we have any things that match too. So
Yeah.
let's go into it, man. What do we got? Do we start off? Do we just kind of go back and forth, one and one?
Yeah. I think we
All
go
right.
back and forth, and I'm curious to see if you mentioned some things that I'm like, oh shit, I forgot about that. Like
Same, same. Yeah, yeah.
so the first one I have on my list, and I do still crush these Sour Patch Kids.
Oh man.
Like
Yep.
Sour Patch Kids, particularly for me, the watermelon. That
Yeah.
was what, like, when I was a kid, I loved the Sour Patch watermelon.
Yep.
I remember getting like sometimes that 5-pound bag and just crushing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't put any of those like types of food on there, but now like immediately you sparked so many in my head right now. Like
Yeah.
I'm just like, damn, dude. Like
We can rip some honorable mentions too.
honorable mention. Okay, yeah, yeah.
Let's see
That would
how many-
definitely be on there for
Yeah.
sure.
What do
So
you
you
got?
went okay. Sour Patch Kids specifically. The watermelons are the best ones.
Well,
Some
you
of
know
like
what? I have an opinion that's probably not going to be popular, but the watermelon is one of the best kinds. My favorite kind is the kind that they came up with maybe like 5 or so years ago, which is their grape.
oh
I'm the big grape flavored guy. Now that's a very controversial flavor to like because people
yeah,
hate it or they love it. I
yeah.
love it. And that's probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite kinds of candy is the Sour Patch grape. But they just didn't have it when I was a kid.
I don't think they were Sour Patch, the ones that I'm thinking of, but like I love the peach rings too. You remember those ones?
Oh, there you
The
go. Yeah,
rings.
yeah,
I used to
yeah.
crush those. Okay, cool. So mine's instead of a snack, mine's more of a food here, but I would eat it as a snack, I guess. You could heat it up, and my mom used to get them from Costco, and they're the taquitos. I don't know if you ever had those, but like
I didn't.
the taquitos from Costco were like they were in this yellow like corn tortilla, and they had like shredded beef. I think you could get them in chicken too. But bro, I would crush those. I don't eat them today, but I would. I haven't had those since I was a kid.
Yeah. No, that's a good one. I can't say I've ever eaten those, but they sound good.
Mm-hmm.
Next up on my list, peanut butter pretzels.
Oh, bro, I forgot. Yeah,
So
that's
good.
one right there.
That's
That's one
good.
of my top.
And I'll still eat these every once in a while. I think they're so good. I love peanut butter. And the Costco ones especially
Bro, I'll eat the
on
whole thing.
right the best.
The
Makes
best.
me want to get some freaking peanut butter pretzels right
I can't believe I didn't think of that. That's not on my list, and that is literally one of my tops. Like
now.
it's cool. That's why we're going back and forth.
See,
Because
there you
there's
go.
gonna be
Yeah,
things that
now
you
you
didn't
got a
get,
new one
right?
on your list there.
This one
What do
is
you-
kind of along the lines of taquitos,
yeah,
because I was just thinking in that lane is bagel bites. I don't know if you had those,
yeah,
but
oh
dude,
yeah. That was my honorable mention. I was thinking about putting them on my list, but then I found some other ones. But mine wasn't Bagel Bites. It was Bagel Dogs.
dogs. I'd never
These
had
little
that.
mini Bagel Dogs they had. I think that my parents used to get the Schwann's delivery. I think it's
Uh-huh.
more like a Midwest
Yep.
thing,
Yep.
um,
Yep.
and because it's based out of Minnesota, and we would get the Bagel Dogs, and I would just crush those with ketchup. I love those.
So good. They're like
Yeah.
the little pigs in a blanket, right? Like the little
Yes, like a
yeah.
it's a bagel surrounding it instead of like a corn dog type texture. So it
Uh,
was like I thought it was so much better that way. Those are an honorable
you
mention.
say it bagel. You say bagel?
That's Minnesota. That's
That's
Minnesota
Minnesota.
bagel. What do you say?
Bagel.
Bagel?
Bagel.
Yeah, bagel. I don't know. I can't hear too much of a difference.
I was like, what's a bagel?
I
Yeah,
know. I
that's
don't say
funny.
it very because I get made fun of when I do.
That's funny. I have icy pops on there. I don't know if you remember those. You remember the icy? They're like the icy sticks, like the in the wrapper.
Yeah, oh,
You used to get
that
them
is
from
a
the
pack.
ice cream man.
You'd get like 50 in a pack.
You
Yeah,
get a
and you
bunch. Yeah.
throw them in the freezer. Those are
Yep.
so good.
So
Yeah.
good. You could get them they used to have them at 7-Eleven too back in the day. I don't know if they still do now, but like you used to be able to get them in that little like slider refrigerator that they got there, a freezer. You
They're
used to be
big,
able to, yeah,
right? They're,
they're big.
they're really big ones.
They're
Yeah.
massive. Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
They made the smaller ones too, like the Otter Pops, like the smaller ones, but the
Yeah.
icy ones were like the big ones. We
No,
used to
I
be able to get them after school too, and like the ice cream truck would just pull up right after school, and they would just crush. Like they probably made so much money.
Oh yeah. No, I know my grandma and grandpa always had like their freezer was stocked. So whenever we were over there, we'd always have
Yep,
some of those ices. I forgot about those. That's definitely on honorable
the
mention on my
ices. Yeah,
list. I'll
yep.
say the next one I had on here was Doritos.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
were something that I always just crushed back in the day. I had them not too long ago actually, at like a little soiree, and
What
they
color?
were so good.
What flavor?
I was always a big just like nacho cheese guy.
Yep.
And then
Can't
when
go
they
wrong.
came out with the this might have been past when I was actually a kid, but they came out with like the spicy nacho.
Purple bag.
Yeah. Well, the purple bag, but this was the dark red bag, and so it was
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's
I know what you're talking about. Yep, yep,
purple
yep.
bag is really good too. But I was always a big nacho cheese guy, not a big Cool Ranch guy. I know people love the Cool Ranch. I've never liked the Cool Ranch one.
I think sweet chili is the purple bag. That's one of my favorites too.
That's a good
Um,
one.
yeah. Uh, Absolutely on my honorable mention. Those are just a childhood staple.
Oh yeah.
Um, I have a fast food on here, so Taco Bell.
Okay.
I put Taco Bell on there.
Okay. Taco Bell.
Specifically, I don't think they make it anymore because Katie and I went there not too long ago. They don't make double deckers anymore. At least this one didn't have them.
Mm,
Like
okay.
double decker was the hard taco inside the soft taco, like they're just
Yeah.
double layered. Crunch wrap, supreme, Mexican pizza, and nachos. Those are like my go-tos that I would still eat today. I don't eat it too much, but we did go there maybe a couple months ago, maybe a few months ago now, but like yeah, that's definitely up there for sure. Like that was the fast food chain that we just as a kid coming home from little league game, whatever, like that was dinner. That was lunch and dinner basically.
That was
So,
good. I didn't eat a ton of Taco Bell, but I did eat it from time to time. It was always good and very cheap.
mhm.
Like not very expensive. I would get like 5 soft shell shot sauce.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
kind of like
you could
my
just crush
go-to.
those.
Yeah, it's like $5, and I would just crush them.
Yep.
But next up on my list was the Smucker's PB and J's, those circle.
Oh yeah, little Sandos.
Yeah,
Yep.
those are so good. I love those. I would
Yep.
even, what was the best is freezing them. Did you ever
Oh
freeze
yeah.
them and eat the frozen ones?
I didn't, but I love the anything frozen for me. Like I'll freeze my Reese's peanut butter cups. I'd rather freeze Snickers bars. Like I'd rather have it frozen than room temperature.
Yeah, no, that was another. What do you got? What's your number 5? Because I think we're on number 5.
Oh, I skipped one. My bad. I put number 3. I put top ramen. I used to eat that as a kid. I used to eat it in college too.
Yeah,
And top ramen was just like a go-to. The what was it? The chicken flavor, the orange
yeah,
packet, like go-to. And you can mix stuff in there too. Like if you want to throw stuff in there, super simple, super cheap.
it does taste
Um,
good. It
yeah,
does taste good.
yeah,
I did not eat a lot of ramen, to be
yeah,
quite honest with you, but I did eat ramen, and
yeah,
from time to time.
yeah.
And it's good. It hits the spot, like you said. You could like add more chicken to it, or something like that if you wanted to.
Yep.
Last up on my list is Gushers. You remember Gushers?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I used to
Oh,
just
they were
squeeze the
so
juice or the
good.
ooze out of them and then eat that
Yeah.
first.
Oh, they were so good. I could like house a box of those things, and so because there wasn't really that many Gushers in any packet,
Right.
you had like
There's like
6 in a
5. Yeah.
packet. So it's like
It was weak.
you could just house a whole box of
The whole
those
box.
so easily.
The whole box. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes me think like I wasn't thinking on that realm. I was more so thinking like, but yeah, that absolutely Gushers were a main staple. I would say Skittles were in there too. Skittles and Gushers for sure.
Skittles. Yeah.
Yep.
Do you have any
Uh,
honorable mentions on the list?
no, like the ones that I did add on were the peanut butter pretzels and the
Yeah.
Doritos. Those for sure are like that you mentioned.
I'll
Um,
spark a few here. So Bagel Dogs was one of my honorable mentions that I mentioned.
yeah.
Pop Tarts.
Oh,
It's
yep.
another one that was
Yep.
yeah.
Hey,
When
they
you
make Legendary makes Pop Tarts now too. I don't know. Have you tried those?
I like those. I
I like
do.
them too.
The protein Pop Tarts.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do
like
really
20
like
grams
them.
of protein.
Yeah, they're very, very good. I think they're good. Um, But the Pop Tarts, when you ate the Pop Tart, do you remember what your favorite kind was? And
Strawberry.
were you the cold or were you the like put it in the toaster?
I just ate it right out of the bag. The plastic bag that was in the box came in like a two pack, like I would just eat them right out of the wrapper. Not to say they weren't good hot, but like
Yeah.
I right out of the wrapper. And it's cool now. Like the legendary ones, you can like microwave them for like 10 seconds, and they're ready to go.
Yeah.
But I'll eat those just regular too, straight out of the wrapper too. I get those when I go fishing because they're perfect just to take with you. 20 grams of protein, like
It
boom,
tastes
done.
really good too. They have a lot
It
of
tastes
different.
good. Yeah,
I was I'm trying to think of what my favorite kind was. I think I liked a lot of. Oh, you know what?
s'mores,
They had a hot fudge one.
hot fudge.
It
Yeah, did you have the
was so
s'mores?
good. The s'mores, I had the s'mores. The wild berry was like one
Wild
of the
berry was
that
good.
was like one of the original ones
Yep.
that was fantastic. They had a lot of good kinds. I enjoyed I would eat them right out of the packet a lot, but I enjoyed getting them toasted. I thought that
Yeah.
was like better personally. And then the last thing that I have on the list here is ice cream sandwich. So those things, and I do still house some ice cream sandwiches today.
Dude. Yeah.
We got into, I think we were telling you for a while, the Tillamook ice cream
Yep.
sandwiches.
Yep.
So good.
So
And
good.
only like a few hundred calories. Like if you
So
are
good.
like trying to be calorie conscious,
Yeah.
mix in a fucking ice cream sandwich.
So
It's
good, dude. Yeah, I forgot about those. We always used to have as a kid. My dad was always have Klondike bars, like the square bars in the freezer. We'd always have Klondike
yeah,
bars.
those were great too.
Yeah,
And
they
then
weren't
they came out with
sandwiches.
mint or whatever. Didn't they
Yeah,
like have
yeah, yeah.
like mint flavored? Yeah.
Yep. You get the mint flavor, vanilla, like yeah. I always remember the ice cream sandos that was the cosmopolitan, like the three different flavors, like
Mhm.
the pink, like brown and vanilla or whatever. Like there were like three flavors. I don't know, it was weird. I remember those, and they were just between like two wafers, like they're super good though. Like, and they came like in it like opened and closed kind of like an egg carton, and there was
Yeah.
maybe like 6 to 8 of them in there. I could crush the whole thing.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
And
dude.
I just thought of another one that I loved as kids, and especially I remember like Little League baseball. After every game, you'd get a ticket, and we'd go, and I would always get this. And then even into high school, we would stop by like I forgot what the store the gas station was, but they had like the 44-ounce slushies.
Oh yeah.
Slushies
Walking
were
around with a blue mouth. Yeah, dude.
oh yeah, but like we would get the suicide slushies at the Little League
Oh,
park,
you gotta
and
mix them, dude.
oh yeah, all of the flavors, and I always loved a nice slushy.
Yep, slushy was the best, and then 7-Eleven always used to have them. And then yeah, you do the suicide slushy. You just fill up
Yep.
just like the Coke ones that I didn't even like, dude. Just Coke, blueberry, cherry, put them all
Yeah,
together. Did you have when you said snack bar like the Little League games? I'm like, oh,
yeah.
I used to get Airheads. Did you ever have
Oh,
those?
I love a nice airhead.
Dude,
That
so
should be on my list. I still love a nice airhead.
same. What
But
color?
this I was a big white
Me
fan.
too.
The
White
mystery.
mystery. Yeah,
But then they came out with a lot of great ones. Like just
yeah.
they still like there's like a grape and a and like dark green, light green. Like
Are they
they
still around? They still make them now,
oh yeah, oh
dude.
yeah.
I haven't had them in
I
years.
got some candy the other day, and I saw some airheads, and I thought about pulling the trigger on them, but I didn't. I went with something else. And
Oh
so that
man.
like that made me think of that. I was at Target, and I was wasting some time before an appointment. I was like, I want to get some fucking candy.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, yeah.
and there was like a 6-pack of Airheads there, and I was like,
Crushing it.
I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna do a different one. But
Yeah.
and the slush on the slushy train. This is like in college, or actually in high school and in college. We used to go to the movies,
Hmm.
and we would get a slushy, and we would bring in a bottle of like whiskey, a
Oh
water bottle
yeah,
of whiskey, would
yeah.
like sneak it in our pockets or whatever, and we would pour it. Like me and a fun friend would like pour half of the bottle
In the
and,
slushy.
and the slushy half. It tasted terrible. I don't know why we thought that was like a good idea, but we always did that. And it's like once we started doing that, it was like okay, we've committed. Now this is
Yeah,
something that we do, even though
yeah,
it's like every
yeah.
time you see
Gross.
Like
Every
it
sip
all sinks down to the bottom, so you're basically just drinking straight whiskey.
straight. Yeah. Oh man, yeah, that'd be gross. Yeah, but
Yeah,
you're already committed at that point, so you guys got to do it. And every time you go to the movies, you're like, "We're doing it again."
we're doing it again. It's just
Yeah.
what you do. And
Yep.
so
I respect it.
that was fun, dude. I
Yeah.
this is good. Reminiscing. I think we could probably sit here for like 45 minutes and like continue to think of new things that
Yeah.
we forgot about from our
I
childhood.
know. I know. Dude, our snack bar used to have the long, like ones that you could drape over your neck, the red ropes, like
Oh
the
yeah,
licorice. You remember those? And like the long
yeah, yeah.
wrappers, like
Big
super
ones.
long ones.
Oh
I just
yeah.
thought
What
of
about
those too.
those big sticks of sugar?
Oh yeah. Pixie sticks, kind of like
Yeah, but it was like the big one.
the
You
big
know,
ones.
the
Yeah, yeah.
big
Yep.
one.
I don't know what they were called, but the smaller ones
Yeah.
were like pixie
Pop
sticks.
rocks.
Pop rocks, dude. Yeah. Just mouth just popping.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Those, yeah, all that
Warheads.
stuff.
Do you remember
Yep.
warheads? Yeah,
Ooh,
those
yep.
were
Those
I
made
now
my
I
mouth
don't know
water
if
right when you said them.
but those were some of them were sour as shit.
Super sour. Yeah, my mouth's just watering right now thinking about it. Um, yeah, dude, all those. I mean, we could think of so many, but yeah, like those. I think those lists are solid. Like you brought up a bunch that I definitely added to my my honorable mention here, especially the peanut butter pretzels and the Doritos. Those are like staples. Like I lived off those. I still eat the peanut butter pretzels to this day, like Costco.
They're so good.
Dude, so good. I haven't had Doritos in a while, but it's not to say that I won't. Probably throw that
Yeah,
in the mix this week too.
throw it in there.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
hope you guys enjoyed this one. This was fun. We're gonna continue doing these ones. If you have any topics or any like top fives that you want us to go at, make sure you comment. And then as always, if you aren't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are dropping these podcasts every Tuesday and Thursday on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube. Hope you have a great rest of the day, a great rest of the week, and we'll be talking to you soon.